The goal for this whole system is completion. I want to get things completed. I don't care if it's messy, just get me to the information that I need to do. I'm showing you a real setup of what my Notion actually looks like and how it works best for me right now. If that's your jam, let's dive into it. I have most of my pages set up on the side. I use favorites for pages that I frequent a lot, which are my projects and currently my content for this quarter, so I'm gonna hide that for now. Most of my setup comes initially from Tiago Forte's projects, areas, resources, and archives, but I also wanted to add in tasks because that's something that I frequent a lot, as well as an inbox, just as a way to have a home for things and to land things on. My starting off point is this inbox where I have my tasks filtered through so that anything that doesn't have an assignment to a project and area is going to start off here, as well as note that I'm throwing in just for today that still need to be organized. Going into like my task management, this is where I can easily keep track of all of the things that I need to get done. So this is a way that all of my tasks across multiple projects are synced, where I have all of my projects tasks out in here, as well as different areas. Like I have litter box set up for a recurring task so that I don't forget to do it. And I think Lucas already did it yesterday. Some of the information that I like to capture in tasks are like things like deadline. I also have a due date, like DO date, because that's what helps me figure out what I'm actually, when I'm taking action on the thing and if it's going to be matching in my capacity. So I also have like different views for like when I'm going to get stuff done, things like by status, so I can move things around. And to be completely honest, I'm not in here too much unless I have tasks that I don't know like how to filter through them. So am I feeling kind of overwhelmed with everything that I'm doing? I jump into here just to get an idea of like, okay, when do I absolutely need to finish this task by? And then reverse engineer from there. It's like, okay, what do I already have? What am I missing? This is just where I can sort out my brain to get things done. It does filter down to my projects anyways, so that I can get into there. All right, speaking of projects, these are linked to my projects database, where it's pretty simple when you look at it in this view. I have all of my currently in progress projects in its own gallery view here. And it just makes it easier for me to understand like, okay, where can I take action that is actually happening right now? The place that I spend the most time in are in these projects. For this one, this was a logo design project that I had. I include the time as well as the tasks. So this is filtered by the tasks for this project and they're completed. And I have a separate database for the deliverables of this project so that it's independent of my tasks. And I can keep track of when included in my SOW or the scope of work, when did I promise things to be done by? And now, and within those items, I have little progress views of how that's looking, any PDFs or screenshots that I have going on. That's how some of my projects go. In addition to that, at the bottom of that, I like to keep updates on how things are going so that I can stay on track and also keep track of what current conversations I'm having with the client. So if there's any latest information, those are in my project as well. That's what I consider action management because I'm moving forward on things that need to get completed or done. And the projects, those tasks become more of the action-oriented stuff. And then as I'm tracking notes across my conversations with my clients, those become knowledge management. So I try to be very mindful of, am I tracking progress on this item or am I tracking knowledge for it? Is it going to be used again in the future? This is my first quarter in which I'm actually working with an editor, which is Lucas, my husband, and he is editing these videos. So right now we have a content topics dashboard. He has access to this full dashboard, but he normally just takes a look at this when it's in the editing phase. And right now we're technically filming, so I'll switch that to filming. I think like even in this video as well, I might have commented somewhere in here for him so we can see like all of the resolved comments. I think I did like a question on video for research, and he was able to comment directly in here. So the thing about working with people is that most people don't feel they can comment in here or interact with it. So when you're inviting other people to your Notion, you might want to see if they're down to use Notion in the first place. Right now I'm also developing a new inspiration board, so it would replace essentially Pinterest for me, but I get to do it privately. And so this place is just where I can capture imagery or visual notes that I can keep track of. Previously I had it connected to my topics, and then that just got really crazy because I feel like with visual notes it's a different structure. So I include a lot of notes specifically that make me feel a certain way, or like, whoa, that was cool. I love clouds, so my friends often send me cloud objects, and those get included here as well. All of that gets thrown in here. I think I went even deeper into when I was making a hat, a whole project of building a hat and all of these different rings. Ooh, and let me show you how I did what I call life management. So this is evolved from something that I called my horizons of focus, which is the 6 levels of visibility. So I created this template. It used to be featured when Notion templates were in a different area, but it's not there anymore. So let me know if this is something you'd be interested to see or get. I've repurposed this. I've updated my own purpose statement with my secondary values, some life events that I wanted to keep track of, how I'm going to do it with all of my projects. And I also have my visions, which is 3 to 5 years, which are my long-term goals. And I also have some short-term goals that are 1 to 2 years. So these are some things that I would like to accomplish in 1 to 2 years. And those are related to my long-term goals as well as my areas of focus. It just reiterates the same reasoning of why they're still in my life, what goals they're a part of, any active projects that are currently linked to them. Some of them don't have any projects, so right now those just become little dreams per se, or little hobbies, which is totally fine. I think our life totally needs hobbies in order to enjoy life and just make it awesome. Those are some of the main areas within my system. Make sure that you subscribe to stay along for my journey. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about how I set any of this up. Until then, I will see you in the next video.